Namaste. As promised, I am back with another short video to motivate you to get in your daily dose of yoga. As I mentioned in yesterday's video, we just have a few days left before International Yoga Day. It is just 14 days away. And until then, I will be posting a daily video in which I aim to not only guide you through some basic asanas and pranayam techniques, so breathing techniques and postures, but I would also like to give you some tips and tricks that will make you feel a little more at ease to start with this yoga journey. I'll also explain to you a few terms or words that you might come across very often in a yoga practice or in a yoga class. So, in today's video, I will share the first tip. My tip for the day is for those who say that they don't get enough time to practice yoga. My tip is slip in just 10 minutes of yoga as soon as you wake up. If that means setting your alarm just 15 minutes earlier, do it. Because trust me, you will not regret it. It is worth it. All right? So in today's video, I will share with you one stretch or one yoga pose called Marjariasana, which is the cat pose, cat posture. That is excellent in the morning. I love to start my practice with that because it not only increases flexibility in the spine, but throughout the night, our body doesn't move much. So that can lead to some tension buildup in the spine, in all the segments of the spine. And this stretch, because it is a combination of flexion, so we're rounding through the spine, and extension, arching the back, it works on releasing tension in all the segments of the spine. The cervical spine, the thoracic spine, as well as the lumbar spine. And what is also great about it is that it activates the abdomen and the solar plexus chakra, and it activates all the organs in the abdomen, which is great in the morning because that helps to rekindle Agni, the fire, the digestive fire, which is great because in the morning we've been through a long fast and our digestive fire needs to be rekindled. So that's what we're going to learn today and practice together. And at the end of the video, I'll be sharing with you what Namaste means. As you might have noticed, all my videos start with Namaste, and I like to close my practice with Namaste as well. And I'm sure you've heard many other teachers use it as well. And it is very commonly used in Indian culture. So I will explain to you what it means in very simple words, and it is very beautiful. So please stay until the end so that you get to know what Namaste actually stands for. Fantastic. So we're going to begin with Marjariasana. For that, we will start in a tabletop position, all fours. So for that, first things first, we need to get our foundation right. The wrists are right under the shoulders. We're going to spread the fingers wide, but just keep it comfortable. No need to really spread them very wide. Just keep them nice and comfortable. And then the hips are right over the knees. All right? Good. So when we're here, we're in neutral spine, which means that we want to keep this arch in the lower back comfortable and natural instead of overarching and just dropping the belly. So for that, we're going to draw the belly button in toward the spine and think of drawing the ribs in towards the center. And that just avoids any overarching in the lower back. Also, we're going to keep the neck in alignment with our spine. Next thing to keep in mind here is that we're not collapsing in between the shoulders like this. We're going to press away from the ground and create space between the shoulders and the ears. Our neck is nice and long. Great. And just like I like to say for any other posture in yoga, it's a full body experience. So really be aware of the entire body while you practice this. Now, we're going to begin. With our inhale, we're going to softly drop the belly and lift the sitting bones, and at the same time lift the gaze. So we're gazing forward. We're still lengthening through the back of our neck. We're opening up through the chest and drawing the shoulders back. With the exhale, we're going to round through the back. So tuck the tailbone, draw the belly button in, chin goes towards the chest, and we round through the back. So here you'll really feel a nice stretch in the upper back, and you're creating space between the shoulder blades. And we're going to keep moving with our breath. With the inhale, we're going to lift the sitting bones, draw the shoulder blades down the back, elongate the neck, gaze forward. So here, when we're in this posture, we're really opening up through the chest and through the throat. So that activates two chakras, our heart chakra, energy center, and our throat chakra. Take a big breath in, keep your gaze soft, and with the exhale, tuck the tailbone, start from the lower back, the mid back, feel that undulation in your spine, and then finally dropping the head, tuck the chin in toward the chest. So when we're here, we're stretching out the back this time and activating the muscles of our front of our body. Good, and we're going to keep going. And what I also like to say is let the breath guide your movement instead of the opposite, instead of your movement guiding your breath. So with your inhale, you're opening up through the front of the body. But when we're here, also what I'd like to mention is that I'm not just leaving my belly to drop down towards the earth like that. And that again puts excessive pressure in the lower back. So I'm keeping the belly button in and keeping my ribs closed. All right, so close in together. That supports the lower back, right? So I'm still arching my back, but I'm keeping that little engagement in the lower belly by driving and drawing the belly button in. And exhale, tuck the tailbone round through the back. Feel that space that you're creating between each vertebra. And let's do one last round together. Also, if you feel more comfortable untucking the toes like this, please feel free to do so. Everybody is different, so if this feels better for your knees, you can untuck the toes. Also, another little tip, you can always add a little padding under the knees if your knees are pretty sensitive. So you can put a folded towel or just fold your mat like that. All right? Great. So last one together, inhale. This is commonly known as the cow pose, and this is the cat pose, rounding the back like a cat. And then slowly come back to center. And we're going to release. Great. I'm sure that feels great, especially in the morning. Let me know how you feel after these few rounds of Marjariasana. Now, I'm going to tell you what Namaste stands for. In very simple words, Namaste would be translated as I bow to you. So it means when I say Namaste to someone, I would mean, and I would say it with the intention in my heart, I bow to that space within you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, the love, the peace, the beauty that lies within you because it is also within me. And by sharing these things, we are united. We are one. We are one with the universe. So that's what Namaste means. That's why it is included in the beginning of practice and at the end. And it is just so beautiful because we start with a lot of love within our heart and we let it shine around us. And this is what connects us. And the more people do this, I think there would be a huge difference in the world. And yeah, especially with all that is going on around us, I think we do need to spread a little more love. So let's do our bit today. I hope that you have joined me in this short and sweet practice. Please do let me know if you have any comments, if you have any questions, and I'll leave you the link to my YouTube channel in the description box below. You can always connect with me by subscribing to my channel. There are many other tutorials there. So there you go. Have a beautiful day and thank you for joining me in this yoga journey. Lots of love. Namaste.